Kevin,
Hey, how's it going?
not too bad. How are you?
I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good.
I wanted to welcome Kevin Wright, brewmaster at Third Space Brewing, to the Badger Beer Hour. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Okay, so Kevin's on today to talk about Saturday, which is the Wisconsin IPA Fest at home edition. Of course, nobody's doing beer festivals anymore, so this, I believe, is it the fourth year?
Yeah, this is the fourth year.
Okay, so 3 previous years it's been in person at Third Space, which is in Milwaukee, in the Menominee Valley. Really cool brewery, really great space, cool, big beer garden and expansive tap room. And this year, obviously, it's going to be a little bit different. Do you want to talk about what the IPA Fest is going to look like this year and how you kind of pulled this off?
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, like you said, normally, we do it at the tap room. We invite, open invite to every brewery in the state of Wisconsin to send an IPA, and we usually get about 1,200 people coming through the brewery to taste all the beers. Obviously, this year it was not going to work to bring 1,200 people into the brewery. So we came up with the idea of doing a virtual fest. We kind of piggybacked off some other breweries in the area have taken a couple of their fests virtual over the last couple months. And so we thought that was a way to stay connected with our fans, stay connected with our IPA lovers, keep the continuity of the fest. So this year's fest is all virtual. People who purchased tickets got a mixed 12-pack of IPAs from breweries around the state. So we selected 12 breweries, and they sent us cases of one beer, and we did a mix of all those and made 12 packs. And so people who bought tickets get the 12-pack, and then we'll be hosting a virtual event on Saturday where all the different breweries will have a representative talking about the beer, talking about their brewery, answering questions, and just talking all things hoppy beers.
Nice. So what are the logistics involved in building this 12-pack?
It was a lot of hands-on fun labor. We had about 6 people that got together last week Thursday once we got all the beers in house, and we broke them all apart from the 4-packs that they all came in and put them back into 6-packs and made them all mixed. So it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. It took us less time than I thought.
And what about how does that work with did the breweries just basically deliver the beer, or was there a pickup, or how did that work?
It was delivered. So like we do every year, we purchase the beer. It's not a donation thing. So we bought the beer either directly through the breweries that self-distribute or through their distributors, the ones that have a distributor. Most of them we talked to ahead of time, and they were going to set aside something special, or a couple of breweries actually brewed a special beer for IPA Fest. So we coordinated with them ahead of time and then set up the delivery. So no, we didn't have to go pick up anything, but
nice.
They delivered it, but we paid for it.
And you Third Space has a beer in here, right? I don't see it on the list there, but
the hard thing this year was it was really hard to choose 12. I mean, last year we had, I think, 51 breweries participate, and the year before 40 some. So there's a lot of great breweries. So to pick 12 was hard. And originally we had ourselves in the mix, and then we're like, you know what, let's take ourselves out of the mix, give somebody else a shot. So our beer was available through the VIP ticket. We did a collaboration beer with Lakefront, who was the winner of the very first IPA Fest. We made a special beer for the VIPs, and then we have a somewhat limited edition hazy IPA that we've been coming out with sporadically the last couple of months that was available as an add-on. You can get a 6-pack of that. So if people did the add-on, they could get a 6-pack of the IPA from us, or if they did the VIP, they got the collab.
Nice. What's happening with the virtual aspect of it? Like, is somebody from each brewery going to talk about the beer and walk, like, tasting through it, or how does that work?
Yeah, so we asked everybody to be ready to talk for 5 minutes about the beer. that they submitted. Tell, because everybody who bought tickets to this is, pretty big hop fans. We asked them to tell a little bit about some of the technical brewing side of it, like what hops did you use, how did you use them, was this different from another recipe or another techniques that you've used, and then my business partner Andy is going to be moderating a discussion via the comments and pulling questions to then ask to the brewery member participants.
Nice. What do you have any? I mean, have you had all these beers yet, or?
Oh, that's the first sip of the first one. I haven't tried any of them yet.
Really?
So this is my first taste of any of the 12 right now.
What do you got? What is it?
I started with this is the Hazy Galaxy from City Lights, our neighbors right down the street. And I figured, why not start with the only brewery in the state of Wisconsin to win a medal for Hazy IPA?
There you go.
So it's really good.
Nice.
Big Galaxy punch, really nice. Juiciness, not overpowering bitterness. This is tasty.
You mentioned kind of drawing on some other breweries that have done this. What were some of the kind of inspirations that you looked to, and were there some things that you saw that were like, yeah, that didn't really work, we don't want to do that, or and obviously some positive things that you saw that you really wanted to incorporate too?
The one that really, I think put it in, we can do this and make it work is Mobcraft in Milwaukee did their Sour Fest all virtual this year, and they, we talked to them about how they did it, how it went, and they kind of broke it down for us, and we're like, yeah, this is a really good way to do it. It makes a lot of sense. This is something we can translate IPA Fest into. So that was the one. I don't know if we've seen other ones that haven't worked. I know like there's a lot of virtual stuff around GABF this year, and some like remote things around GABF this year. So interested to see how that goes. And there's a couple other ones that are coming up. There's a Lager and Friends Fest. I think that was all virtual. There's another one coming up that I can't think of right now. But yeah, that's where we kind of pick their brain a little bit about what worked and what didn't.
Yeah, and I think like one of the key points of making this really a fest and not just like hanging out with a live stream is actually having the beer and being able to deliver something that people can drink while it's all happening.
Yeah, that, I mean, without that, I don't think 400 people are going to tune in to listen to some brewers talk about beers if they're not able to taste them. I think that was one of the things that was attractive for people to participate in the fest, is that they were getting 12 beers that a lot of them people probably haven't had before, and some of them you can't get outside of this fest, and some of them you can't get in our area. So it was, a really cool way for people to get to try some really interesting beers that they wouldn't get to try normally, and they don't have to do the work of chasing them all down. It was, purchase your ticket online and come by our place and pick up the 12-pack already made for you.
I mean, you guys have been doing, everything that brewery does has been kind of rethought and just done to try to stay connected during the pandemic. And there's a social aspect of beer that is just inherent to the thing, and I think you guys have done a really good job with kind of staying connected with some of your online things and connecting with customers. Can you talk a little bit about what you guys have been doing with streaming and stuff since the pandemic started?
Yeah, definitely. So right away, the first thing that we did, one of our traditions is every Friday we do, we call it the Brewmaster's Toast. It used to be me every Friday, and now I admit I'm out there every Friday. But we do a toast Friday, 5:45, just kind of a kickoff to the weekend, talk about the fun things that are going on, and then we tap a keg, and it'd be dollar beers until the keg ran out on that Friday. So we took that virtual right away the first Friday that everything was shut down. So I was doing Brewmaster's Toast live from my kitchen for, I think it was 12 weeks during shutdown. So that was the first thing. And then right after that, we started doing some things. Our sales team they put together a little program called Sippin' with Sales, where they'd pick a topic or bring in a bar owner or a chef, and they'd talk through a topic. And we've done other things. We did a virtual beer dinner with our good friends at Shelley's Cuisine in Thiensville. and that was a huge success, really fun. And the same thing where people picked up a meal pack and a beer pack. So it was 4 different beers paired with 4 different courses, and you could eat them on your own time. And then we had like a Zoom chat afterwards. People could ask questions about them. So that was really fun. And then Andy's been doing a lot of things kind of leading up to the IPA Fest, where he's been doing one-on-ones with all the different breweries that have entered something, just kind of talking about their beers and, talking about some things that they're doing to, same thing, kind of keep people connected during this time.
Nice. What's the situation at Third Space right now? Is the tap room open? Is what's happening there?
Yeah, we're open. We're back to our regular hours, Wednesday through Sunday. We're still under capacity restrictions. We're working. The city's got some guidelines in order to get to full capacity, but we've also put in place a lot of different safety measures, controls, social distancing, spacing, remote ordering, even from your table, where you can put it in order and then you go show your ID at the bar and it's there waiting for you, and just a lot of different things to try to keep our staff and our customers safe. And most of the people are, enjoying the nice weather right now and being outside in the beer garden. That's been really great that the weather has been, so awesome this summer. People can be outside a lot. So that's been great for us.
Yeah. You have high hopes for Wisconsin IPA Fest 2021 being back to the previous thing?
I would love that. I mean, that's the goal, I think, for everybody, but I have no idea. If it's not, we'll do virtual fest too, and maybe we'll get ambitious and do a mixed 24 pack.
Nice. All right. Well, Kevin, thanks so much for joining us. Good luck on Saturday. Do you have one of the speaking roles in the? You're gonna be talking about your the collab beer with Lakefront?
Yeah. They got me booked for like 2 hours. We're doing a VIP section, and then we're doing the main session. So during the VIP session, we're talking with Russ from Lakefront, and I are talking a little bit about the collab, and then we've got VP of Sales from Hop Steiner, which is one of the largest hop suppliers in the country. Oh, cool, and he's going to be doing a really cool presentation talking about hop breeding. The collab beer actually used 2 brand new hops that have just come through their breeding program. So he's going to talk a little bit about how the breeding program works. And then this week is actually the first week of 2020 hop harvest. So he's going to be talking about hop harvest a little bit and give some, insight into what that looks like for people who've never seen it, and talk about hop harvest 2020 and how that's going.
That sounds awesome. I mean, I think these virtual events, like we've all been doing, or many of us have been doing, like virtual meetings and all this stuff online, do work stuff and boring stuff online. And as I was a presenter at the Lager and Friends Festival, and it's the engagement and the back and forth and the questions that you get, I think these are really good. And it's not, having a hop guy at the IPA Fest sounds like a slam dunk. So
yeah, I mean, it's a cool opportunity where, I mean, we could have had him come out and do a presentation at IPA Fest, but it would have been hard to get people in a room and get them to hear it and that. So it's a cool opportunity that you wouldn't have gotten at a normal IPA Fest. So it's a way to add something cool that wouldn't have been done normally.
Yeah, exactly. And I guess we should note, it did sell out. I mean,
yeah, we had 400 tickets available. We sold 400 tickets. So yeah,
that's great. And sorry if you missed the boat on that, folks.
Try to find a buddy that has a ticket, because he's got 12 16-ounce cans of beer. He's probably not gonna be able to finish by himself on Saturday. So he's gonna need somebody to help.
People are gonna get hammered. Yeah, that's basically that's a 2 or 3-fer, isn't it? One ticket is admit 3.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. Well, Kevin, thanks for joining us on the Badger Beer Hour, and good luck with the fest. Don't get too nervous now.
What's that?
Don't get too nervous. Thanks, Kev.
Yeah, thank you.